Scorpio, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for mid-July. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energies, and what you may not see coming. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is when we have a strong sense of family and a desire to protect your family and do what's best for everyone involved. Like a loyalty. I'm getting loyalty to family at this time. More so than normal, Scorpio. Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups. Or, this is also for those of you who are in search of a lot more fulfillment. You're being led and guided. Spirit's got you in this desire. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Yeah. I'm getting like this, wait for it. Enjoy it. Savor it. Guard it. Safeguard your joy. Put it first. Getting all of that. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Scorpio today. We're looking at mid-July. I don't know if I said that already, but that just distracted me. Let's see what's going on for you all for the rest of the month. Overall general energy, recent past, current energies, and what you may not see coming. Let's see. I'm working with a watercolor tarot. We got sun at the bottom. A lot of joy. Maybe you're soaking up some sun, feeling a bit more blissful, enjoying, we'll take it. This all wanted to come out for the overall general energy. We have the Four of Cups. Moving into the Knight of Pentacles. There's that Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Moon. Well, let's talk about this. We are going into retrograde energy. There could be some apologies made here and some defenses dropped. It's like this is taking it sweet. I'm sorry. I want to be like loose lips with you all. Whatever apologies are forthcoming, it's been like a sweet ass timed kind of thing. I think you got somebody around you. They may be younger than you. If they're not younger, they're learning. I'm getting this slowly but surely. You may start to see things in a different light because the moon is the things we can't see. It's covered by the Page of Cups, which is, being open on the path, despite the unknown, guarding your energy. Some of you may be sitting in a little bit of disappointment, but trying to keep your hopes up, unsure about the future. There's some sort of emotional disappointment, and I don't know if you're looking for an apology from someone, and it's like, nothing's happening, and you're kind of guarded, kind of anticipating something. Maybe some of you are anticipating energies around this Virgo retrograde in Aries. So I would say, let's see what unfolds. It feels like an anticipatory energy. We'll see if it's concrete or not. Something is obscure. I can't talk, you all. And this is when retrograde hits my mouth. So if I start to sound different, it's because of the retrograde. We'll blame it on the retrograde, yeah? And there could be a question of blame and a rising above. But this does feel like an apology that maybe you don't see coming because it's next to the moon here. Let's keep going. I put the cards back. What am I thinking? Oh, there's the past. Scorpio. This could be you just deciding, you know what? I'm just going to forgive the past. I'm going to let it go. Maybe it's taking you some time to get over something. Maybe there's no anticipation of anyone coming back in the retrograde season at all. But it's just, maybe you're shifting your energy a bit. But it does seem like you may not even be aware of this yourself. I'm getting that you are, though. Very peculiar opening here, Scorpio. Okay, I see why. There's something that happened in the past that you said, this is unhealthy for me. I'm going to pull my energy back, but it's actually quite hard. It's very hard for me to be courageous enough to look at the unhealthy things that are going on in my life and doing something about it. It could be a situation that you were involved in. It could be a habit that you wanted to kick, but it required you to really pull back, have some self-restraint. This is a past energy. I'm getting Six of Cups heavy on the heavy here. All right, Scorpio. There could be something a bit, I'm getting an unresolved issue in your heart. This could be somebody around you. What's underneath the Six of Cups? A desire maybe to, for healing, for karmic healing in a connection, okay? We have the Six of Cups to the Three of Pentacles to Justice and the Two of Cups. So something is being resolved karmically with someone in your life, and it looks like it could be going on in July. If you've been anticipating maybe a shift in the energy, it looks like there could be. Let's look at now at the current energy. King of Swords, boundaries, King of Cups. Ooh, there you are, King of Cups. Higher octave of emotional regulation here. I say that your heart and mind are in a better place than they were when you were dealing with something in the past. You know, this is like, it took a lot of effort for you to, maybe you were even holding on to a grudge or holding on to some hurt, maybe stubbornly so. And now you're like, maybe some of you are like bygones. Maybe you're even past an apology at this point. You're just ready to move on. You're giving to yourself. This is beautiful, balanced energy here. King of Swords, King of Cups. I feel like this is you, you know, kind of like your mind is now caught up with whatever went down in the past. And you're open. You know, we have the Four of Cups with the Page of Cups. That's Five of Cups, which there could be somebody that you've been guarded against, defensive against, standing your ground about. But as time has gone on, it's like it's almost like I feel like it's an unresolved situation that got put on the back burner. And as time has passed, you're seeing like even your energy shift in your perception of it. But what it did, though, is it allowed you to take a look at yourself. See, this is why things even go awry. Is in time, you actually come into better balance within yourself as a result of being off kilter in a situation in the past. It's kind of tricky, isn't it, when that happens? But it's true. Sometimes we have misunderstandings and mishaps happen with people to bring us closer to ourselves and to our own healing journey and taking a look at our shadow aspects because we see them so strongly in other people around us. You know, it's like, I feel like you both saw blind spots in each other. And now over time, you're looking at those blind spots within yourselves. That's what it feels like. Oh, wow. Scorpio, I love this. Okay. You do have some past energies you're resolving because it's coming out here too in the bottom. We have, I mean, I already talked about it, but let's talk about this. We're going to put that here. There's somebody from your past that, if it's not your past, you're trying to make peace with your past in general as a whole. Could be both. The near future energy is great. We have the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the Death. I mean, this is major arcana over you saying, you know what? Things are back in balance. I'm back in balance. Maybe I took a dip for a little bit in the you know, the shadow pool, right? The pool of my own inner turmoil. And I have freed myself from some things. I like seeing it. I think you're trying to stay curious, but it's taking you a while to open up. Maybe you had to shut down for a little while. Sometimes we have to go internal so we can process what we're feeling. So now I see you really in a better place. And it's wonderful. I mean, this is knowing your value, you and your worth. You're saying, I've successfully gone through a huge transformation. And I think you know, it's like you're rising above some difficulty, some adversity. Because whenever I see the Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups, that's feeling disappointed in people or in a situation that left a sour taste behind. Feels like something from the past that at this point you're like, you know what, I'm not going to hold on to a grudge, or I'm in a better spirit of forgiveness. Sometimes this is just between you and this person, and there's no communication whatsoever. You know, the only sword I see here is currently in the King of Swords, which I believe is between you and your heart. You know, your mind is now in alignment with your heart around, I feel like you're being generous with yourself in a way you weren't with yourself before. And this person in particular put you on that path. So whatever this was, it transformed you. And it feels like someone that influenced you heavily, that you're still learning about maybe some subconscious patterns and beliefs. And so is this person. So this is about a soulmate bond. It is a karmic bond because it's got justice attached to it. And now it's like there could be, this could be someone that you've been dealing with, and they're just steeped in history with you, memory. And you've been dealing with them for a while. And maybe there's some things that have come to light recently that you've both been defensive about, and it's taking you some time to unravel it and come to, a softer, kinder, gentler place with it and with this person. I feel like now if there was a discrepancy in your willingness to cooperate, or them, a discrepancy in that, the energy is shifting now where you're a little bit more open. Let's get some oracle messages, shall we? I think there's a spirit of openness because you're more grounded in your center of self. Yeah, this could be just between you and your past, like your relationship with your past is shifting because you've gone through a powerful transformation, because you've been taking care of yourself in better, more profound ways. Presence. Yeah. I like that. Being more present with yourself from day to day, Scorpio. I like it because we have a little bit of major arcana over each aspect here, indicating you've been really growing. So the moon is our subconscious. It's also things that remain hidden from us. It's our primal nature. It's the wild, woman and man within. And it's like you've been trying to tame parts of yourself that maybe would get triggered quickly. It's like you're self-soothing, self-caring it. And you have the courage to go within and look at some things. Maybe, there was a feeling of attachment to something or to someone, and you're shifting that. Being more present with yourself in July. You're doing a lot of work here to stay in alignment, and I like it. Ooh, and there is a spirit of giving here. 6 of Pentacles. Maybe there's someone who's willing to give to you. Maybe they were being a little bit stingy in the past. 4 of Pentacles. And there's a shift here. I'm saying for the better. Ironing out some issues. It could be manifest, and then we have believe. All right. So we have, you're being asked to spend more time in the present moment, to stop ruminating about the past. It is between you and the past, or longing for the future. Your life is happening right now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. Yeah, and maybe that's what you had a tendency to do, is to hold on to the past more than you were in the present. I like that. Give. One of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. Yeah, and there is a spirit of giving. I mean, you're showing up in the King of Cups. You could be giving to a King of Swords. This is someone who is heavy air energy. If not, there's a lot of communication. This feels like communication between you and your heart, doing a lot of healing. But I also think that you are expressing this outward with others in general. Manifest. You're always manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, and you're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking. So you'll attract into your life exactly what you're wanting. Yeah. So shift your thinking to a more positive place so you can consciously call in what you want. I think that you are coming, this even could be dwelling in lower energy frequencies and having a difficult time because of your life circumstances. So sometimes we get stuck in circumstances that, we feel everything's slowing down and we feel like we're trying to overcome a pattern. And I feel like that's what you've been working on, is overcoming some sort of pattern by giving to the present moment and absolving yourself of past grievances, past disappointments. There does seem to be, there's energy around you. I don't know if you're dealing with them directly, and this is the King of Swords, or if you have unresolved stuff with someone who has heavy air placements. There's a strong Libra quality running through this. King of Swords, the Empress, and the Justice. You could have strong Libra placements, or you could have been dealing with the Libra. Believe. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that's lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life and you will do exactly that. All right. So you're being called to, it feels like the scales are coming back into balance in your connections in general by less ruminating over the past and being disgruntled over, grievances or, wrongdoings. You have been going through a period of time where you're being spiritually guarded and protected. For whatever reason, I do not know. If you've been waiting on an apology from someone, there's a reason why it hasn't happened yet. Because, sometimes the energies have to align just so before that can occur. And then you get to a point where it doesn't even matter anymore because you've worked it out in your heart. This could be with one particular situation or a bunch of situations because you're looking back overall and rising above it all. And you're in a strong period of growth. Whenever we see the Empress, you're growing so much on a personal level. And you've gone through almost like an ego check here. Because whenever I see the Devil, we have to take responsibility in tarot readings, not just to put it on other people. And I love it because you're like, I'm owning my shit. And I'm changing and I'm growing and I'm learning on the path and I'm evolving. And I'm now in a different set of beliefs about what's possible for me. And I'm giving to myself and others in a new and more profound way because I'm more present with myself and with life. Let's get a overall energy frequency, conception, and attraction. Yeah. You're attracting and conceiving of new ideas. Sometimes the Page of Cups is creativity. You could be safeguarding a project that's under wraps. And this whole this is sometimes when we go through a difficult situation, then we process it through our own creative, flow, whatever that is. Because Page of Cups is the card of being creative, being curious, being full of wonder, being childlike, being innocent. Yeah, it's like a return to innocence here, Scorpio, after maybe contending with some difficult energies and coming into balance by giving to yourself and others. And almost like, I feel like it's like, I don't want to hold on to anything heavy, right? I'm getting that. You don't want to hold on to anything heavy. And there's somebody from your past. This is also forgiveness of the past in general. We'll read these in a moment. I want to start clarifying. Let's clarify. Yeah. And we are in retrograde season, which it is a time period. Yeah. 5 of Swords. High Priestess. Yeah, this is, it's like you could be going to spirit with something, unsure of what to do. Let me see if we see any communication cards in the overall general energy. I don't know if this is someone around you who's disappointed or you in disappointment over something that you had to put up boundaries with and kind of move slowly and more methodically around, right? And it's like there's some hidden elements here. This is Scorpio. I'm never surprised when I see the moon and the death in your readings. But combined with justice, this is definitely something karmic. All right. 2 of Wands, you have been in transition. You're trying to let go of something in the past, and you're trying to keep your visions high. High visionary mindset, okay? Keep your eyes forward. All right? Sometimes when we have a lot of unresolved stuff from the past, we got one eye forward and one eye backward, and then you can't see anything in the moment. So I feel like that's what you've been working on, just letting go of the past in general. Oh boy, 10 of Cups in reverse. That definitely came out in reverse, y'all. It slid. Ooh, you've got Tower at the bottom. Yeah, some of you are having a difficult time resolving something. This could even be like pretending that everything's okay when it's not. If you're in connection. 10 of Cups in reverse. That's not a harmonious situation. And remember, we started out with the 10 of Cups and upright with the 7 of Wands. Now we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah. Wow. This is an unresolved matter, right? I'm going to say this. This is some sort of something on hold that went south. Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse is something went south and you've been on hold. This is something that's been on pause. We have 2 sevens now. This is something karmic. There's something coming back around, all right, Scorpio. I don't know if you're initiating an apology or communication or someone else is, or you're just dealing with something in general and there's no communication required. We'll see as we progress, but we have the Two of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles clarifying, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Moon, which really what I'm seeing here is a progression of holding back from bringing balance back into a situation. When Spirit's saying, don't take any burdens of the past with you. Deal with them appropriately. Do not stuff them, stifle them, bury them. It's part of your growth and your lessons. And this could also be, I could be talking to the cross watcher saying this too. Okay? Any cross watchers watching. There is something that is being reassessed and reevaluated in July around disharmony or unhappiness, and not being certain of the way forward with somebody. It's like there's some like, I don't know what to do about this person in my life right now energy, and it has been something you've been saying for a while. But meanwhile, there's defensiveness, there's a standing your ground energy there, but there's hidden disappointment. It's like sitting, beside the tree and holding on, right? So if you got something you got to get off your chest, or cross watcher, there's something you got to get off your chest. You may be getting a push from Spirit to just get it off your chest. Say your piece, or this person. All right, let's now go into the past. What happened? The Devil, the Four of Pentacles. What happened to make the energy come to a halt? Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Well, someone's saying they just abandoned ship when they could have brought this together. They gave up. Somebody gave up. This is too much, too overwhelming. I'm not going to give to this, but I could. I don't know. That kind of leaves me in a feeling of that's just disappointing. That's just disappointing. It's like, you see this Six of Pentacles? This is a spirit of giving. And this card says, one of the best feelings we can experience is giving to others. Someone didn't give. They held back. I don't know if it was intentional or they just told themselves they couldn't. And because of their own shadow, their own fears, their own insecurities. I don't know who it belongs to. It could have been a little bit of both of you, because something went south and there might have been fingers pointed. But overall, it was like, bye. ... And now I see the Six of Pentacles returning. Okay, you're getting another, Spirit saying you're getting another shot at this. Why do I want to sound Southern when I am Southern? I'm more Southern. It's almost like I want to slow my speech down, Scorpio, and kind of give it to you straight here in a softer, gentler way. And maybe that's what Spirit's trying to do. See, everything happens for a reason in a reading. So, is that what's been going on here? Where you're having to slow down everything, and it's allowing you to kind of take something apart, put it back together again, and see it in a different way. You're aligning with opening up currently. Or this person is. Let's see what's going on now. That's the past. I feel like someone gave up. And you could still be with somebody here. And you feel like someone just kind of gave up on themselves or gave up on the connection. Either way, it created toxicity. And someone was lying to themselves saying, I'm going to pull back. I'm not going to give to this, when they could have. It's just a lie they told themselves. And then someone else had to swallow it and eat it. Say, fine. If that's the way you want to be, fine. But it wasn't the truth. Was it? Wasn't. All right. That's interesting, though. All right. There's alignment now, though. What's going to happen in the current energy? Oh. Oh boy, now I see. Whoever this person is, they're really important in your path. something that has taught you a lot about empowerment, about ego. Wow. This is big. Okay, we're going to talk about this. I get it. There are experiences that come into our lives that really let us look at ourselves, things that we need to change within ourselves. And this was twofold. This was on both of you. This was on both of you. I'm going to put it on both of you. I'm going to tell you straight here. We have the Sun, the Six of Swords, and the Emperor over the King of Swords and the King of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Empress in the future. I think you're realizing, when you turn your back on something that maybe could have made you happy because of stubbornness or this person did, it leads you back to yourself, though. So it's almost like you understand in hindsight something in July. But I'm getting such a stubbornness. The Sun with the Six of Swords next to it, it feels like you're on your way to a better place, Scorpio, because of dealing with this energy. You're on your way to a better place. You've healed an aspect of your divine masculine because we have all this king energy here. This is about your leadership of your own life. Someone put you on this path. This feels like deep forgiveness. Six of Swords is, calming the mind, focusing on the little things with the Sun. I think that you've gained a little bit more self-mastery over egoic responses to people who have hurt you in the past that abandon you. I like seeing this. This is big growth. This is big, 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 big growth. And I think you said, you know what? I'm not happy. I need to do something about it. I can't put it on other people anymore. I'm going to change myself. I'm going to change my life. And I think it's empowering. It is. It's super empowering. And I think you're manifesting so much more congruence within self. I love this. I think what I'm seeing here is you started to leave toxic situations and you started to protect your energy. And you're like, if it's not aligned with me, if it's not going to bring me happiness, then why would I stay here? Why on earth would I put up with this? And you moved on. And you came into alignment with yourself. You have realized what you used to attract and what you used to put up with and how much you used to sacrifice. And now you're like, I'm not doing that anymore, thank you. And in July, it's like a solidification of the energy you used to contend with because you didn't know your value and your worth in the way you do now. Yep. Let's keep going. I like this a lot. This is a deep, deep healing. Some of you are actually calling in. It's interesting how I feel like you had to leave one thing as a test to get the real thing. It was a massive test with someone who might have had some narcissistic tendencies. They held back from you, but it would have been a repeat if you had kept pursuing it, if you had not guarded your energy and said, it doesn't even matter. I'm not going to deal with energies like that anymore. You basically took your power back here with the Emperor and you came into alignment and you decide my energy matters. I'm not going to abandon myself and I'm moving on and I'm in search of the Sun, which is my own understanding of myself and also in others. It's like you're taking an innocent approach to things that once used to overpower you. And it's now you're reclaiming your power. Now we have the Nine of Cups, the Empress and the Death. Wow. It's almost like your transformation is complete over toxic energies. And now when I say that, we all can be selfish. We all can be self-centered. We all have our own self-interests. All right? Let's be real. We're humans. We're spirit and body. But what you're showing me is you're embodying so much more maturity and self-mastery and deep alignment, Scorpio. And you weren't always like that in the past. Wow. Holy man. Wow. We have 3 major arcana, over 2 major arcana in your near future. This is the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hangman. This is you triumphing over getting off the karmic wheel. This is the karmic wheel, literally. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. And the Hangman, you're like, I see clearly now. I was blind, but now I see. You've dealt with your shadow and you have succeeded and triumphed over going to the next level of your own personal, I'm getting goosebumps, over your own personal transformation, because you see how valuable you are in this world, and you're not going to put up with energies that keep you stuck. You're in a powerful phase of attraction because you conceive yourself and believe yourself to be different than you used to be. You are healing the past. I feel like this is almost like this retrograde season, maybe just like a reckoning and a renewal of how far you've come. I mean, these are major energies, Scorpio. God, y'all never cease to amaze me. This is gorgeous. I mean, this is kind of getting yourself in a kerfluffle, like a kick up of a storm, right? Shadowy stuff, the moon, the devil, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. It's like all kind of sticky. This is dicey energy. And then you're like, oh man, I got to like really start protecting my energy from people. Yeah. I think you've been in transition, resolving yourself of past energetic cords. And you're making a clean getaway here. This is called what you call a clean getaway. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. Karmic completion. Okay? Think that's your energy for July. The rest of the month, karmic completion. Let's read before we get what you don't see coming. But I do feel that you were in a powerful period of attraction in this karmic year. We have number 9 with conception. Number 7. Yeah. You're going through a very spiritual, deep spiritual transformation here around your karma and your evolution. You have a different perspective of yourself and your life now, and you're coming into alignment with your divine feminine and your divine masculine. And I think that a lot of you are actually calling in a very aligned situation, but that's only coming by way of looking at what isn't you or yours anymore. Feels like a clean slate living. Forgiveness of the past. The energy of attraction amplifies the qualities that attract and support us on our journey toward inner balance and harmony. Yeah. Inner balance and harmony, Scorpio, that's where it's at. And conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. So yeah, you have successfully completed something karmically. You manifested it. And now there's beautiful alignment, body, mind, and soul. And you're saying, I forgive the past. I'm letting go. When it comes to past lovers, past friends, past anything. 6 of Cups, past, justice, karma, 3 of Pentacles. I get it now. It's like going back and going, I understand why everything had to happen the way it did. High Priestess. It's all about your own spiritual evolution. And now you trust your intuition. Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness. I think that you now realize, you know what? You are in a powerful phase of attraction. And I think that you are walking away from people, places, and things that just aren't worth the fight. Anyone who's not doing the work on themselves at this point on the spiritual journey, love and light, I forgive you, but I got to go now. And I feel like you're realizing that anyone who's secretive, who wants to operate in mystery, who can't be honest and forthcoming, who can't see the best in you, who can't hold you in a positive light, what's the point? You deal with it. You see people for who they are and where they are. You see where they're vibing. and you say, this is for me or this isn't for me. And I think that's what you've been sifting and sorting through, Scorpio. And when you start to safeguard your energy because you have enough self-love and self-value, you actually elevate, and you were being spiritually protected in this elevation. I feel like you kind of had to get defensive and be like on guard, you know, what do you want kind of energy. And now it's like, Spirit's like, calm down now, simmer down now, be gentle with yourself, drop your wall, drop your guard, right? This is, when we have to, deal with some difficulty and we bristle up. And now it's soften, Scorpio. This is an evolved Scorpio group I'm seeing here. And I love it because Scorpio, you are the masters of transformation, and you're going to go through many karmic deaths, ego deaths in your life. And you signed up for it. And you may be like, sometimes you're like, oh my dear God, why did I do this to myself in this life? But you know what? A lot of times what we're taking on is not just our own soul's evolution. It's to help evolve future generations. The more you evolve in this time and space, the more you're helping your lineage, the more you're resolving people from your past in your generational trauma line. So good work. This work you're doing, it's making a difference. It's making a dent, right? And I think that's why you signed up for as much as you did. You're making a difference by how you vibrate. The more you awaken to your own alignment through inner self-mastery on the path, the more you align out of the karmic wheel and you gain an enlightened perspective through being uncomfortable. You signed up for getting out of your comfort zone. So don't stay safe, right? We must expand. And each time we outgrow a container, what happens with the plant? Now, this one I keep nice and pretty small, right? Because I want it to stay. But most times with plants, you got to keep planting them. If you plant a plant and gradually in bigger containers, it will grow gradually. And I feel like that's what you're doing. They showed me a plant and its stages, right? You just keep going bigger and bigger. This is potted plants, of course, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what you've been doing. You're ready for your next pot. All right. Oh my God, these analogies, I swear. If anything, I hope I entertain you all. Get ready for what kind of pot is it? Is oh goodness me. Okay, let's now get you an animal spirit medicine card. Sandpiper spirit, be joyful. What's at the bottom? Porcupine, that's what you're coming out of. Prickly. Time for beginner mind. Yeah. Woo, I love it. I love it. Humility. Be playful. Sandpiper. Get out there and play. We have number 51. Oh, I went right to porcupine. Okay, I must have to read this one. When porcupine spirit calls your name, this is what you don't see coming. You're being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. What I tell you, the old confining stories no longer have a hold on you, Scorpio. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There's so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. All right. Spirit has spoken. Let's see the 51 number card. We have 8, 9, 10. We have 3 and 6. Sandpipers are like cute little clowns poking their beaks into the sand before darting off to chase the waves. The appearance of sandpiper spirit is a sign that now is the time to engage your playfulness. Whatever tasks you have before you, perform them with a lightness of being. Explore the familiar, discovering the new and the old. Who knows what treasures await you when you let yourself laugh and have fun. Sandpiper spirit's happy and curious nature can help you to feel rejuvenated as you remember your ability to run and fly and dance playfully. Yeah. I feel like you're flying free and you've been karmically speaking. Fly free, Scorpio. You're coming out of some unhappy times. And you're seeing the light again. And it's made you transform. Whatever has happened to you in your recent past. Lessons have been learned. All right. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for you all. Seven of Swords. Wow. Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. Yeah. You're walking away. You've taken the long road. It's like you've been tiptoeing quietly out of situations that are not in alignment with you. I think too, it's like moving. I feel like you have a lot of blessings coming in. All right, Scorpio. Maybe you're aware of them already. You've been shifting your beliefs. You're in a powerful field of manifestation at this time. All right. Your vibration is rising and you are triumphing over past karmic cycles. Be careful with your thoughts. Be careful with what you call in. Words are spells. So this Seven of Swords energy, anyone or anything that slows things down and starts to be manipulative, you know what to do. You were triumphing. It's taken you a long time, but you were triumphing over emotional manipulation. And it doesn't mean you close your heart down. You actually say, you know what? I am so much better than that. Why on earth would I deal with mind games? Nope. It teaches you a lot about yourself, though, when you deal with energies like that. It's just their shadow, okay? No right or wrong, no good or bad. It is what it is. And I feel like you're saying, you know what? I can see more clearly now. And you've learned a lot about deception, about toxicity, about trauma, about the bonds that you share with others and what you perpetuate and what you rise above. All right? Good job, Scorpio. What's underneath that? We got Lizard. They want me to look at this. Dream the world into being. That's what you've been doing. You get new visions, new purpose, new vibration. Enjoy it. It was hard fought. We'll see you on the other side of July for August. And just know, too, with my readings, I'm slowing down a bit in August to enjoy time with family, take vacations, to be playful. I suggest you do the same if you're up here in the Northern Hemisphere. And if you're in the South, take more time to rest, pause, enjoy your moments, be more present, okay? I feel like you've overcome a lot. And it's all about making yourself happy at this point. You've done a lot of good work, Scorpio. Congrats. Take care. Namaste.